Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. This is the re-release from 2020 or 2021? I think 2020. The Fates 1 DLC highlighted here was 2021, I believe. Which I did not get because it doesn't impact the base game. So you don't get to access this until you finish the main game. So I thought I'd hold off on that. Also, the reception of the Fates 1 DLC isn't too positive. But yeah, originally released in 2012. This is the re-release. Let's start a new game. Let's do hard.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
They didn't bother to change the title in the video.
What do you think this one is, Dan? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Right. So we get to create our corpse, basically. One thing I did notice about that intro video, I already went through the intro a bit yesterday to see if everything worked and all. But yeah, there's a, not to get too morbid, but there's a decapitation in that video. And unless those elves have lungs in their head or neck, he wouldn't really have the air to gurgle, but oh well. Let's see, we will be female. We have 4 races to choose from, and as you can see, this is more of a racial bonuses: alchemy, persuasion, blacksmithing, lockpicking, detect hidden, mercantile, alchemy, dispelling, sagecraft, stealth, persuasion, sagecraft. So I don't know how impactful these bonuses are, but yeah, sort of your 2 humans, 2 elves. This one is probably leaning towards magic, this one towards a roguish type. This one maybe as well, lockpicking, although no, not really. She has lockpicking, but you can do pretty much anything. And this one has blacksmithing, which is kind of odd to me, because this character looks like a kind of your Nord type, and you would expect them to have blacksmithing. Let's see, the Almain are a warlike and religious nation of storied origin. Many Almain come to the Phaeland seeking freedom while honoring the tradition of their homeland. Hardened by the high seas, the Varani are just as frequent pirates and mercenaries as they are shrewd merchants. They favor swords and daggers as seaworthy weapons. Aha, so they're not quite Nords. They don't come from snowy peaks. The Yosalfar are a proud and ancient people from the frozen lands of the north. Aha. Yosalfar judge themselves fit to divine right from wrong under wind, sun and sky, and met an even-handed justice. Meet an even-handed justice? The Kalfar are renowned as sophisticated students of magic and diplomacy. While they do not shy from conflict, they prefer to resolve disputes subtly and with grace, or efficiently in silence. Yeah, I think I'll be going with a Varani. I had a look at Dokalfar yesterday, but didn't quite like the looks of this. So I'm going with a boring human option. I do think I'm going with a roguish character, so the God of Death seems the best for that. Maybe War wouldn't be bad as well. Let's go with Death, sounds proper. We have presets to go with. Let's start out with her. Oh, now it does work. So yesterday, somehow I wasn't able to rotate the character around in this screen. So if I wanted to check the back, I had to go back to this screen, select custom again, then I could turn her around, and then she'd probably be stuck like this, and then I could change the hair to whatever I liked. So that was a bit unwieldy, but let's see. So I like her face. Lipstick's fine. Eye color, let's change that up to it's kind of your dark green. Hairstyle, maybe go with this. Going to get rid of the jewelry and get rid of the tattoo. Yeah, yesterday I thought going with this one, kind of your tomboy fatale, but I think I'm gonna go with the little ponytail here. Confirm.
One of the Varani women. Must have followed a mercenary band over. Maybe one of them herself. Doesn't much matter now. Fared pretty well though. Alright then, make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name her, I think we're done. Put her with the others.
Isolda. So we do get a pre-generated name, but I'm going with melee.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Ba-dunk-dunk. Yeek. Out of the darkness. So I just noticed all those bodies are only wearing briefs, and they were nice enough to give us some rags to wear. So I turned the HUD scaling down to small or smaller. You only have two options really, well, all the way off or default or small. And the thing is though, you really want to have something between this and default, because default is fairly large. But yeah, since they don't offer that option. You have here experiment disposal. Secrecy is still important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate failures. Piling remains have become a concern in the lower caverns, so an incinerator has been added to deal with the wastes. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible, although you should avoid drinking water from downstream of the ash dumps. Hardly a fitting arrest for the poor things, but if it's any consolation, these weren't their original bodies in the first place. Hughes. Hughes will get mentioned again shortly. Also in the options menu you have quite a lot of options to change the camera around. The camera height can be adjusted, the camera distance can be adjusted, and the field of view can be adjusted. But I'm gonna leave it at default for now. Right. See that in action. Rusty sword. So yeah, it seems like they didn't bother to update the icons for the Xbox One controller instead of the 360.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Does he beat him? Do they just keep fighting? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I did originally play this game on the PS3 when it came out in 2012. I don't remember too much of it. One thing I do remember about it, kind of my complaint about it, that it felt rather bland. which is kind of a shame and maybe kind of weird, because they did get famous writer R.A. Salvatore to help out with the lore, or write the lore. So you'd think it would be anything but bland, or if bland, then still interesting.
Stay away!
But then again, it might be possible that I just didn't invest too much time in the lore and reading up on stuff. So maybe that's the reason. And over the years, this game would always, over the last decade I should say, this game would kind of pop up in my head once in a while, thinking, oh yeah, I probably want to give that another shot. And then they announced the remake, re-release, and I thought, yeah, I should play that again, give that another shot, but it was rather expensive. So now it's on sale.
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
So I thought, let's give it a go. Let's rescue the gnome.
Little scum! No matter. You'll all die.
Yep. There we go. You have quite armor. Let's put that on. Get out of these rags. There we go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, well, I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive.
I'm not dead.
No, clearly not anymore. But you were. The Well of Souls remade your body. We thought you were another failure. But the well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
That voice actor has been in lots of things, but I'm trying to pinpoint where I know him from, and it's kind of annoying that I can't really. Who are these attackers?
Oh my, you don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemies of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland, not even during the invasion. I don't know why they are here. Hughes may have the answer to that as well. You must stay alive and reach him.
Who is Hughes?
Professor Formerus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going!
So we talked about this, we talked about the attackers. What about the Well of Souls?
The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going.
Where is Hughes?
He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Oh my.
Yeah, this is the same.
Perhaps we've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. Let me get this going.
Let's see.
Right this way. You go first.
Well, they killed his friend in a rather awkward position. Ah, so there is actually gold to gain from. Yeah, wearing some boots would be nice.
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
This is one of those games where the NPCs can't actually walk. So they have to run and stop. Yep. Oh well. Well, that can be good. Well, Ansel, seems like you got your friends. So yeah, the writer of this game, or that helped write the lore of this game, the Salvatore, or R.A. Salvatore, I did actually read some of his books. I read the first omnibus of the Drizzt novels. And then I bought the second omnibus, which was kind of the first omnibus was written later on. And kind of tells the story about how Drizzt was born and how he got lived in the Underdark.
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
And then escaped it later on, and I really enjoyed those first books. And then I thought the trilogy that came after it was rather... I couldn't get through it. Flimsy Greaves. We're gonna stick with light armor. Gonna try to make her... See if it's... I don't really remember the... how leveling worked in this game. If you actually chose to be a roguish character, or if you just turn out to be a jack of all trades. Here we go. Small metal lockpick with a wooden grip designed to open the toughest locks. Alright. Get a shield. Collapse all. That's better.
Wait. Do you hear something? More Tuatha!
Go on then.
Make your peace, mortal.
Oh, too late. There we go.
You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it?
Whoa.
Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us.
Well, they already saw me, but we got him. Aha. Supply of arrows, arrows refill automatically. Inspect. The writing on these documents are too faded to be of value. So it's junk then. So yeah, I'm quite keen to give this game another shot.
Deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size.
Because as I said, the only thing I kind of remember about this game is thinking it to be rather bland. But as I was reading some of the Steam reviews, there were kind of a lot of people saying that they were so happy that this game got re-released because it's among one of their favorite games of all time. So that really surprised me quite a bit, and also gets me kind of maybe more excited to give it another shot, another chance. Rusty gauntlets, no.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Hang on, let's look at as you can see, HUD scaling mode is set to small. No. Camera. So as you can see, camera height, camera distance, field of view can all be changed. Auto follow, let's put that off for now. Because it also does the kind of the side to side actually I don't really mind, but the up and down is quite annoying. And I think it still does now, but let's mistake of the gods. I think now the camera stays low or stays high.
Look at the mortal worms scatter.
We need to get you to Professor Hughes. Move! Move! Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you?
Don't know. I think the the voice actor that voices Ansel also voiced a character in the Star Wars Clone Wars series, kind of the animated show. And I think he also voices, well, among other things, Jackie in Cyberpunk 2077. It's probably where I know him from. Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will try to take credit for an efficient cleansing with his Pythorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value that my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided to this successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed those guards who were affected by spider venom exhibited stiffness of joints and tightening of skin, symptoms which suggest a possible solution for the internal cohesion problem of some of the Well's creations. I would have studied these symptoms in more depth at the time, but the guards willfully and flagrantly disobeyed my orders to delay application of antitoxins. As such, I requested that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom and for future testing. Furthermore, I trust that these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately. For my steadfast pursuit of knowledge, I require no medal nor promotion. All I would ask is that you please reassign me off-subject disposal detail. Garan. This Garan doesn't sound like a nice guy. Robes, gold, venom, mana potion. No. Okay. I think that is... yeah, okay. Map to radial. The radial allows to quickly access consumables from the game. Here you can add consumables to your inventory by selecting an empty slot. Consumables while in game by pressing right. Okay. There we go. Okay. Makes you wonder if we were actually injected with spider venom to be resurrected, or if we managed to do it some other way. So yeah, health doesn't seem to regenerate, but mana does. What's that? One of them got killed by a spider, didn't he? Yep. So, we're probably going to be fighting spiders. We're in hand traps. Oh, right, now we get... they give you a bit of everything. There he is. Have some of that. He doesn't like that. Staff. Staves are a type of weapon preferred by mages. Try equipping it now.
Covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through.
I just wanted to mention that I don't feel like using the staff, but seems like we have to. There we go.
Not more spiders. Burn them. Burn them.
Ouch. Nope. Hier. Leave the Well of Souls. Alright.
Hurry, get out of here!
Why? I mean, there doesn't seem to be any immediate threat right now. I think he also voices Minsk in Baldur's Gate. Nope.
Get alive! Who's this? That's what I intend to find out. She came out of the well. What? She better get inside to see the old man. Quick! Or does Twatha make another push? This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to Hughes. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
A 5% chance to get a persuasion check. Right. Where is Hughes?
He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
Oh. Kind of glitched out a bit there.
We Praetorians are tempered in battle with the finest steel.
Right, let's see what you have in this armory of yours. Don't mind me.
Never seen the Tuatha this far west.
I've got a lot of wounded gnomes to take care of.
Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal.
Mm-hmm.
Leather armor. Is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. Simple claw frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
Right. What's back here? Do you have anything to say?
We haven't got much time.
Alright.
You come out of the well and the Tuatha show up. That can't be a coincidence.
Yeah. Thought as much. Well, goodbye, Ansel. Yeah. Here's something. The well progress log. Experiments are now successfully recreating bodies 79.5% of the time. Any missing limbs or extra fingers are now probably how the original subject looked, rather than a magical flux on our end. However, full revivification still eludes us. Even with increased testing, products are nothing more than inert lumps of skin and bone, although the occasional spasm or twitch does allow a hope of full success in the future. I know some of you complain that we should use cadavers and skip the corpse's recreation altogether, but you must know we'd never be allowed to experiment with the subject's actual body. We may be working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly. Hughes. So that's what they meant by these aren't their original corpses to begin with. Alright. I don't think I want to be standing in that. No? Laboratory.
You've made it, and look at you, even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me, you must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another.
Let's go in order. The attackers.
You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well?
The Fae?
The Fae are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on a pseudo-feudal court system alone.
Alright. What about you, Mr. Hughes?
I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. There's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time.
Oh, my death.
I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right.
Alright.
The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn. It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe.
What's going on?
Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
Hmm. Where are we?
We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway.
It's kind of weird that the difference in the selection of topics to talk about, kind of this circular thing, and earlier just a list. I've got more questions. Well, we've asked him everything we can. What should we... This is both going to lead to the same conclusion, right? He's just going to say, no, we have to get out of here. But let's say, I'll stay and fight.
Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going?
Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow...
Yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have breached the lab! They're inside the...
Oh, Ansel.
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Oh. Hope he's got moves. Well. Anything? Nope. Alright. Let's get out. Want to move faster? Hold A to sprint. Oh. You have a friend.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Boss fight. Hang on. Oh, it doesn't actually apply damage. Oh. Oh, it does. There you go. Oh, nope, still not. Squiring. Simple band of copper imbued with magic. Oh, we can equip it. Okay. Decrease poison damage. Okay. This crystalline shard is filled with mystic energies of protection. Combine it with other shards at a sage craft station to create your own socketable gems. We have a shard. Craft gems, right. Alistar Glade. Oh. Oh. Level up. 1 point available. Hidden treasures are displayed on the minimap and are revealed if you go near them. Increase the amount of gold. That's not too bad. Decreases difficulty when dispelling magical wards. Hidden treasure are displayed on the minimap. You can harvest components from some enemies in the world. Increase effectiveness of repair kits. Alchemy probably gives you the ability to make poisons, which is probably a good thing if we're running a more of a roguish type character. Sure. Aha. Finesse. Okay. 3 points available. Your deadly grace allows you to deal tremendous amounts of damage from stealth. %% crit when attacking unaware enemies. Let's see. Active. Weaving a burst of shadow magic to wound and stagger enemies in an arc before you. Quickly press the button again to throw a volley of shadowy blades dealing pierce and bleeding damage. Archery, no. Prowess of daggers lets you get the most out of every cut and thrust. That's pretty good. Let's hold and release the daggers to begin a dashing combo. Yeah, let's get that. Shadow Strike. Next level. Let's get one of these. Let's get this. So we get some. Oh yeah, we had 3 points. Yeah, let's stick with this so we have some 2 new things to work with. Okay, that seems good. Blades, yeah. Septus. Shields. Hmm. Okay.
Thank Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more?
I didn't leave any survivors. No, the door collapsed behind me.
I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully.
Alistar?
This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that.
Hughes.
Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true.
They're all already speaking in past tense. Tuatha?
Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do?
Well of
The
Souls.
well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Stay
Good.
safe. We'll be moving soon.
Some reagents are more difficult to harvest than others.
Told them we needed more guards. I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you.
Yeah, you were mentioned in the letter.
A troll.
The giant rock thing? Yeah.
I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade.
Fate Weaver?
Fate weavers? Charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards.
What about trolls?
They're technically a type of wild fae. Related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their army.
What do you have to say about Alistar?
Started building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan.
Alright. Tuatha?
I did trust Fae to begin with. Those Tuatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place? The well was incredible, but it took armloads of Prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again.
So that's one of those little things you notice, but it's kind of a shame that the icon for the Xbox controller there in the left bottom kind of cuts off at the top. As you can see, it's not quite round.
Good luck out there.
Here it is, in the bottom right now. That's round.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you?
No, he didn't escape with me. Can we bring him back?
Not without the well, we can't. This is the only one, and the Tuatha were tearing it apart. Hughes is the only one who understands how it worked.
What do you have to
Alastair
say?
is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions.
Right.
Oh, you mean Agar? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erethdel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. We should be safe here. At least a little.
Amber Eyes, no region found. Can we jump? Yeah, we can go into the water there. Try pulsing on your minimap, indicates your following. Yeah, right. Okay. Combine this item with a core components to craft new weapons and armor. What's this? Temporary bonus. Crude copper talisman. Blocks 4 damage. Not really sure. So we can actually swim. Oh, he wasn't dead. Big lock. Basic frosted hilt. Press A when the cursor is above a glyph to break it. The glyphs will reseal themselves after a time. Miss and all glyphs reseal. Some glyphs reseal faster than others. Be careful of the order you break them in. Break all the glyphs to dispel the ward. I see. So that's better. Scepter, long range weapon preferred by mages. Each shot. Ah, I see. Boiled leather leggings. There we go. It's better than what we have. It requires 8 finesse, which we don't have. Aha. Well, we got something. Right, that's where he came from. So yeah, I think I'll leave the episode here for now. Kind of an introduction to Kingdoms of Amalur, the Re-Reckoning. Thanks for watching. See you.